talk to us about the patient with the myxoma.
Yeah, we had a lady that just walked in. So most of these patients are screened a few weeks ahead, but we had a lady that just walked into the clinic. This is Prada. She walked all the way, didn't walk, but came all the way from Mozambique, 5 hours away, because she heard there's a cardiac surgery team in Malawi that could help her out. So she just shows up, knew she had some sort of heart problem, but was very vague. And the next video will show you, and you don't have to be a cardiologist or a surgeon or an anesthesiologist to know, something looks funny there. That big tumor in her heart wasn't supposed to be there, and she'd been having severe fainting episodes, just walking along and would be passing out. And we knew that if she waited for the next trip, she wasn't going to last that long, because that tumor blocks the flow of the blood in the heart. So we were able to fit her into the schedule. She came like 3 days before we were supposed to be done operating. We squeezed her in at the end of the week, and she did very, very well. It was just a huge blessing to have a chance to take care of her and make her feel better.
Okay, and
the next slide will show the surgery,
pull the next slide,
and the tumor there. And it was just a blessing that she walked through the door and was so appreciative. We prayed with all of our patients, with all of the team members, and God blessed every single time.
A new shot at life. Now, Dr. Fukadu, tell us about Felix, and then and we got to move fairly quickly through this.
Felix was a 36-year-old gentleman who came to us with completely failed heart. And in the list of Malawi list for surgery is one of the 400 patients who have seen others falling to death because of this. And they quit his school and completely went back home, and he said, for me, everything is over. Pre-operatively, when we talked to him, we said, Felix, your problem is big, but not bigger than God. And he said, I am ready for everything, because I knew I would not survive if you don't do anything to me. And we took him in, and you can see his heart was blown up like a basketball size, and very weak heart, fainting without taking a yard. And then this patient, this is a very typical regurgitation. This is only one side heart. The other side is on this side, and that is what he had. So he came through, and we operated. He came out successfully, and he said he's going back to school again.
Amen. Now, I want to just ask Dr. Fukadu to share this with us, okay? And that is, what does it mean to you that this team has come to Africa, where you live, and what does this mean to you?
At some point, story of the gentleman who was shared with us yesterday was like mine. That is Tyndall. And when this happened, it's a miracle, it's a dream come true, it's a revolutionizing to the nation of 1.2 billion people, sub-Saharan Africa.
Amen. Amen. Now, what was the reaction of the staff?
When they saw we wheeling the first patient out of the OR, every nurse stood like a standing ovation, but with tears. And it is very,
and they
very
began
moving
to sing, and I think we've got a short video clip here that if we can pull that up, please do that. These nurses are singing happy.
They're singing a hymn.
They're singing a hymn.
They're praising the Lord. They're
praising the Lord.
Praising
okay.
the Lord.
Yeah.
We're so happy for
that is Felix. That is Felix on this side and the other patient. They were hugging them, singing around them for the miracle.
Truly
this is Felix.
They got their life back. Now, we're out of time here this morning. We could go a little while longer, but we're going to have to stop. But I want to tell you that there were 7 patients from the first trip back in November that were fully healed by the April trip, and there they are. I want you to just think all of them have life and have opportunity for spiritual life as well as they go forward. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.